Good morning, ma'am.
Very good morning, ma'am.
I'm Catherine from Department of Computer Science, head of the department, ma'am.
Very glad to meet you, ma'am.
I met you a long back in the University of Madras, ma'am.
Oh,
UGC next class.
oh, that time you joined.
Yes,
Okay. I coordinated one batch.
yes, ma'am. I was a resource person for one session also, ma'am.
Yes.
Gerald sir is also there. Good morning, Gerald sir.
Good morning, sir. Gerard, sir.
Morning, madam. Good morning.
We are waiting for our principal and correspondent to join, ma'am. As soon as they
Okay.
come, we can start the session.
Sure.
Okay, ma'am. Good morning, sir.
Good morning,
Good
Catherine.
morning, sir. Uh, So she's our keynote speaker, Dr. S. Sasikala, Associate Professor from University of Madras, IDS.
Welcome, Madam Dr.
Very,
Pratikala.
very good morning, sir.
Yes,
Very
sir.
glad to meet you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
We will start in this 5 minutes, sir, as soon as Principal Ma'am joins.
Good morning,
Good morning.
Sri.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, ma'am.
Morning, ma'am.
Morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
She's Dr. Sasikala, Associate Professor from University of Madras. Ma'am.
Welcome, ma'am. Welcome. Thanks for joining.
And
Thank you.
Gerald sir from Dr.
Very good.
Gerald Dinico from Loyola College is also present here, ma'am.
Morning, good morning.
Ma'am, can we start the session?
Yes, yes.
Welcome to challenges. Look for the opportunities in every situation to learn and grow in wisdom. Good morning. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Good morning to one and all gathered here. On behalf of Chevalier T. Thomas College for Women, I welcome you all to the inaugural session of the International Conference on Data Mining and its Applications to be conducted from May 23rd to May 25th in association with Internal Quality Assurance Cell, Center for Student Development, Institution Innovation Council and Research Cell CTTE. Let us begin this day with Tamilthai Valthu, the state song of Tamil Nadu, followed by the prayer song.
Shall we start?
கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்த கெழிலொழுகும் சீராரும் பதனமென திகழ்பரத கண்டமிதில் திக்கணமும் அதிசிறந்த திராவிடன திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதரும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறம்பியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே. There shall be showers of blessing. This is the promise of love. There shall be seasons refreshing, sent from the Savior above. Showers of blessing, showers of blessings we need. Mercy drops round us are falling, but for the showers we plead. There shall be showers of blessing, precious reviving again. Over the hills and the valleys, sounds of abundance of rain. Showers of blessing, showers of blessings we need. Mercy drops round us are falling, but for the showers we plead. Mercy drops round us are falling, but for the showers we plead. Thank you. May I now request Mrs. J. Mary Catherine, IQAC Coordinator and Head of the Department of Computer Science to welcome the gathering.
Thank you, Ms. Nandini. Good morning and a warm welcome to the International Conference on Data Mining and its Applications to be held from 23rd May to 25th May 2022. On behalf of the Department of Computer Science, Chevalier T. Thomas, Elizabeth College for Women, I welcome our Chairman, Mr. N. Paul Vasantakumar, former Justice of High Court, Jammu and Kashmir, and our correspondent, Thiru L. Palamalai, IAS retired, who have always motivated us by their visionary leadership and guidance. I also place on record the guidance and support provided by our former chairman, late Mr. J. Kanakaraj, former Justice of High Court of Madras, under whose leadership we have gained a lot of knowledge and wisdom. I extend a warm welcome to our Principal, Dr. S. Sridevi, and Vice Principal, Dr. R. Meenakshi, who have been the driving factor behind our every endeavor. I welcome Dr. S. Sasikala, Associate Professor, University of Madras, who has kindly consented to deliver the keynote address. I also welcome Dr. J. Gerald Dinico, Assistant Professor, Loyola College, who has been with us as a pillar of support throughout this conference. I welcome the esteemed professors and industry representatives who have consented to be the resource persons and chairpersons for the presentation sessions of this conference. I extend a warm welcome to all the deans, heads of the departments, faculty, students, and all the participants of the conference. With so much data generated through social media each day, mining the data to derive useful patterns and information is the key to the success of any business or venture in today's world. With the paradigm shift to digital marketing post-COVID, data mining plays a very vital role. Hope this conference will enlighten you with a deeper understanding of the world of data mining and be a guide to choose your future career path. Thank you and wish you all a great session ahead.
Thank you, ma'am. Data is the key driving factor and one of the most valuable assets of any organization. May I now request Dr. C. Ladita, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, to introduce the theme of the conference.
Good morning to all. I welcome all for the International Conference on Data Mining and its Applications. You can have data without information, but you cannot have information without data. As Daniel Keys Moran emphasizes the importance of data, data mining has now become an integral part of information technology. It involves the process of extracting useful information from an accumulation of data, often from a data warehouse or collection of linked data sets. Data mining tools include powerful statistical, mathematical, and analytical capabilities whose primary purpose is to shift through large sets of data in order to identify trends, patterns, and relationships to support informed decision making and planning. The objective behind the conference is to provide a platform for students and researchers working in the field of data mining. The conference covers all aspects of data mining, including algorithms, software systems, and applications. The goal of this conference is to bring together researchers and practitioners from academia and industry to focus on understanding data mining and its applications. The conference also provides an academic forum for researchers, application developers, and practitioners from a wide range of data mining related areas such as big data, deep learning, pattern recognition, statistical and machine learning, databases, data warehousing, data visualization, knowledge-based systems, and high-performance computing. The presence of novel, high-quality research findings and innovative solutions to challenging data mining problems in this peer-reviewed forum would hopefully go a long way and set new standards and create further advancement in this area of research. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. He who puts his soul and heart in uplifting others attains dignity. Yes, I welcome Thiru L. Palamalai, IAS retired, Managing Trustee and Correspondent, Chevalier T. Thomas Educational Trust, to deliver the presidential address.
Dr. S. Sridevi, Principal Chevalier T. Thomas Elizabeth College for Women. Dr. R. Meenakshi, Vice Principal Chevalier T. Thomas Elizabeth College for Women. Dr. S. Sasikala, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Science, IDE, University of Madras. Mrs. J. Mary Catherine, Head of the Department of Computer Science, Chevalier T. Thomas Elizabeth College for Women. Dr. S. Lalita, Associate Professor. Faculty members, students, and participants from various colleges At the outset, I congratulate Mrs. J. Mary Catherine, HOD, CTTE College for Women, for organizing this international conference on data mining and its application for a period of 3 days, involving eminent persons from industry, academia, and research scholars, and involving the student community to learn more about this data mining. In the context of computer science, data mining refers to knowledge mining from data. As rightly said, data is available on social media on a vast scale, especially in the post-pandemic period. Database is the process of finding anomalies, patterns, and correlations within large data to predict the outcome using a broad range of techniques, using machine learning, statistics, and database systems, so that you could get useful information, the patterns, anomalies, so that you can predict the outcome. And it's a great source for industries, the science, biological analysis, scientific analysis, industries, even to detect fraud in the cybercrime and research analysis. So I believe that 3 days you will explore the various methods and the applications, so that it will be very useful for student community. I once again congratulate the Department of Computer Science for organizing this international conference, and once again I congratulate J. Mary Catherine and her associate professors and students. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir, for the words of motivation and encouragement. The essence of great leadership is influence and not authority. With this note, I would like to welcome Dr. S. Sridevi, Principal, CTTE College for Women, to offer her felicitations.
Thank you, Ma. Good morning, everyone. Respected correspondents and dear teachers and students and scholars from various other academic institutions across the city and technicians from various parts of the country. It is a proud moment for the college that we have arranged a conference on a very contemporary subject. Long ago, probably 150 years ago, a very famous English political economist John Ruskin, in his famous essay, Sesame and Lilies, was talking about an Australian miner. He said, when you read, you have to think like an Australian miner, and the metaphor is digging for knowledge. In the 21st century, we live in an era of information, age of data. Scientific data is available abundantly in the internet. Digital resources are huge. But we also have this problem of post-truth. So the biggest challenge in front of us today is to examine the data that is available, check logic, relevance, plagiarism, and so many other factors. So I feel it is an excellent decision on the part of the department to expose the students to this contemporary field of knowledge, that they not only learn about this upcoming subject, but also to use this knowledge which will be generated in these 3 days for practical purposes, or for their research, for preparing reports, for studying for their courses, or academic purposes. I wish the very best for the department, and we hope to have more and more such conferences at the international level. And also we are hoping to have panel discussions across the world, inviting experts to talk about the problems involved in this area of study. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your encouraging words. May I now request Mrs. V. Nandini, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, to introduce the keynote speaker, Dr. S. Sasikala.
Good morning to one and all present here. It's my privilege to introduce Dr. S. Sasikala, Associate Professor, IDE, University of Madras. She has 25 years of experience in academics and 13 years in research. I'm very much honored to share some of her contributions and achievements. Dr. Sasikala, serving as a mentor teacher and coordinator for various courses in IDE, University of Madras. She is also serving as a chairman, BOS for both UG and PG of Computer Science Department and BCom CA, IDE from 2011. She is a member in BOS Computer Science and Monomunium Sundanar University from 2019 onwards. She is also a head in charge of Center for Web-Based Learning from December 2019. She is a coordinator for 2 MOOC courses, Operating Systems and Data Structures in Swayam portal from 2019. She was a nodal officer for online course organization at IDE and for UGC's Student Grievance Redressal Cell. She awarded 1 PhD candidate and guiding PhD scholars in the area of medical image mining using machine learning and big data analytics. She is serving as a doctoral committee member for research scholars of different universities and external examiner for the PhD BioWise. She is member in advisory committee in IDRC PAN DORA International Project. She published paper 27 research articles in international journals such as Web of Science, Scopus, IEEE, Elsevier and Thomson Reuters. Presented papers in 23 international and 7 national conferences, published 2 books and 1 conference proceeding, published 4 chapters in Handbook of AI in Biomedical Engineering, Apple Academic Press publication. She is an editorial board member for various journals such as International Journal of Web Technology, International Journal of Computing Algorithm, International Journal of Business Intelligence, International Journal of Data Mining Techniques and Application, International Journal of Communication and Networking System, and Journal of Chemical and Medical Sciences. She has been a reviewer of papers for conferences and journals scrutinized via Easy Chair and articles reviewed for Apple Academic Press. She organized international conference and 4 workshops in Present Technologies. She organized 2 webinars regarding MOOC preparation. She is a member in RUSA 2.0 Entrepreneurship Career Hub component and serving as a group head of media and video editing lab under University of Madras from 2021 to till date. Under RUSA, currently she is working on a project worth rupees 34,92,000 in the topic of data analytics for real-time monitoring and prediction of pollution in Chennai. She has been invited as a resource person for conferences, seminars on data mining, big data, machine learning in Chennai and Bangalore. She received various awards such as Research Towards Social Application, Senior Women Educator and Scholar, Lifetime Achiever in Teaching, and Best Scientific Research Paper Award. We are very much happy and privileged to have you as a resource person for the International Conference on Data Mining and its Application. Thank you so much, ma'am, for accepting our invitation in your busy schedule. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. And now I heartily welcome Dr. S. Sasikala, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Science, IDE, University of Madras, to deliver the keynote address.
Thank you, ma'am. Very good morning to all connecting through this internet for this webinar. See, respected correspondent sir, respected principal ma'am, respected vice principal ma'am, and my dear Mary Catherine ma'am, and Lalita ma'am, Jalal sir, and faculties from Thomas Elizabeth, Chevalier St. Thomas Elizabeth College for Viva, and faculties from various universities, students from various universities and various colleges. I welcome you all for this international conference. First of all, thank my Almighty to be with all of you in a successful conference we are conducting here after the COVID. And I privileged to do this type of presenting our knowledge to the international conferences for giving me this opportunity. I thank the correspondent and principals of this college. I am very much thankful and gratitude to them. The objective of this conference is sharing the knowledge about the new technologies which is emerging day by day, which is motivated to the students to do the research. The main objective is this one for conducting the international conference. I appreciate the organizer. This is the way we can create the forum among the experts from various universities and various countries to know about the new technology, their researchers and their project experiences. Hope we are all using it day to day, all the technologies, but we didn't think of that one. What is happening behind in that? That is the problem for that. As a computer science people, we should know what is happening each and every technology what we are using, what the technology involved to work on that. So when we start to think of that one, automatically everyone can understand and everyone can have an interest to do the research. See, we should not think of, many times we should not think of that. Just we are using and throw it off like an ordinary street vendors like that. So we are not like that. We should use the technology what we have studied and what we have gathered. And one thing I want to insist in this conference, the students and faculties of the computer science people, so whatever new technology is coming, emerging day to day, like one technology is coming this year and next technology coming in the next year, whatever it may be, during our curriculum of our students should need a base, we should give a base of the computer science courses, core courses. See, the students, please, we should have a deep knowledge about the base courses like data structure, computer algorithms, database management systems, operating systems, computer networks, computer graphics. Any one of these strong foundations for computer languages like C++ or Java, whatever. If you know any one of the language, C++ language or Java language, you must know in a thoroughly. You can study whatever emerged in day-to-day thing, you can study yourself. So, okay. So during the college times, you should study deep in all the core papers. So that may be very much helpful to learn new emerging technology by yourself. Because new technologies are available anywhere else nowadays, that is available in your hand itself. So many online courses, MOOC courses are emerging in various portals like Swayam, NPTEL, Coursera and edX. So many portals are there, very powerful portals are there, from where you can study yourself. But you need the base knowledge. And second thing is, the data mining is a very emerging technology. This is the base of many emerged technologies nowadays. See, once you know the C++ programming languages known, means you may study Python and whatever it may be, or MATLAB. everything you can, the tools are you can emerge because the Python everything are many consist of many libraries. You just use that one and send the do the operations, but you should have a base thing. If you study the database management system is very strong in database management systems means you can study yourself for data mining as well as data mining concepts and as well as in the big data concepts. See, these are, see, database management systems is just a base. It is a structured data how you can manage and store everything. But in a data mining, in unstructured data, how you can manage the warehouses and how you can mine the hidden information, how to mine the patterns that you have hidden within that heap of the data. See, so this emerging technology can start from the base only. That only I am going to insist with you. And same thing, many of us may hear about the big data analytics, isn't it? So we are big data is a word is emerging everywhere. So everyone generating data every moment through social networks using Facebook, WhatsApps, and mail, Twitter. So many social media accounts we are having, we are generating day by day and moment by moment. So it creates volume of data, how you can manage it, how we can keep it and how we can process the data, and from that what we have analyzed, how you can analyze, what are all the different techniques you approach the data so that everything it is in that. So how you can store the data? So you can't able to see in earlier and all we are using pen drives, floppy disk and hard disk, and that is what we can see, servers, racks, etc. etc. Nowadays that and all can't able to be capable to store what we have generated even in an individual person. So we need a cloud. So what is the cloud? The cloud computing is needed to store volume of data which is a centralized repository. Repository may access it regardless of the location. Wherever, whatever, wherever you sit in that, you can access from your data from the cloud. Which is, and also with the third party security also. So the security is very, very important. So what we have earlier and not that much security, but we have stored it in cloud space, cloud services. It will be more secure our data, and even though the hackers are there, so whatever it may be, the anti-agent also generated whatever the technology behind that, no? So that also we need to think of that. That study is also one more thing as cyber security, isn't it? Okay, the process. Okay, now how we can store the big data with the use of cloud computing. It is a centralized repository. Nowadays, we are using satellites and what sensors, IoTs. With the use of IoT only, there's so many applications we are using it that. Just a minute. Sorry for the disturbance. See, with the use of Internet of Things, we are generating so many applications like medical applications for individual persons' health monitoring systems and satellite information systems. We are doing air pollution analytics. Air pollution analytics in Chennai. In that, from the satellites, the sensors are receiving the amount of gas polluted in the air, like CO2, NO3 and ozone gases and methane. All the informations are gathered through IoT only. So these informations are gathered and stored it in centralized means we couldn't able to process that much easy. So apart from that cloud computing, there is one more new technology is emerging as edge computing. So it is a distributed repository. So it's not in a centralized one, a distributed repository which may be regardless of location we can access it. So it may reduce the latency time and access time of the data. So very fast, that much the big data is processed with the use of not only in the cloud computing, with the edge computing also we are emerging nowadays and we are using them. So these two technologies are using for storing the data. So we can store the data and receive collecting the data with the help of IoT, emerging technologies and all. So apart from that, how you can process the data very quickly and without knowing information only we are analyzing over there. Because with the use of past data, we are predicting the future one. That is called the machine learning, isn't it? We can train the machine to predict the future one with the present and past experience. So this is for processing the very huge amount of unstructured data. Apart from that, so the deep learning is also using for processing the volume of data. So this is the type of artificial intelligence. So because artificial intelligence is without the artificial intelligence we couldn't able to live in future, I think so. So still now we are using in our cars and in sensors are using the automatically Tesla. Everyone may hear about that. With the use of sensors only, they are using that. With the use of deep learning and machine learning technology only, they implemented that. So that is deep learning is a type of artificial intelligence which imitate the way humans gain the certain types of knowledge like virtual assistants. What we are using, Alaska and Google Assistants and face recognition, driverless car. So everything is working under in that with the help of artificial intelligence. Not only in that, in a medical field, the surgical applications. Apart from that, the scanning informations, all technologies, all the applications are using this machine learning and deep learning. Especially in eye treatment and all, the deep learning is very helpful and to the doctors for accurate doing accurate surgery and all. For that case and all, once again, one more technology is the robotic is useful for that. So when the robotics is, everything is implemented with the help of artificial intelligence only. It's automatically all domain without the help of human being, isn't it? So like manufacturing factories, the teaching assistants. See in Sofia you may hear about that. So teacher can like our work as doing the robotic and assisting medical fields, especially in satellite operations. Everything can be done by the artificial intelligence for weather forecasting. Accurately they predict for future. Everything can be happen in the with the use of artificial intelligence. And apart from that, if you know about that very depth knowledge in computer graphics and algorithms means, you may study that that is extended reality, that is the new technology what we have knew about that. That is extended reality means it is a combination of virtual reality and mixed reality. So what is the extended, that is virtual reality, means the 3D objects can see as a real in our present location and present environment what we have realized, isn't it? That and apart from that, the virtual reality is enter into the virtual space and feel in like a real environment. Apart from that, some mixed realities also emerge that brings the object in real environment. That is the thing. So extended reality, it consists of both the thing, virtual as well as mixed reality. Everything we feel it as a real one. Where we are using these applications and all, nowadays after the COVID, we are using in education purposes. In lab and biggest lab as chemical labs and aeronautical labs and all, they feel as a we are sitting in the lab, but we are not in that lab. So, but all the equipments are available with the help of the virtual, that is extended reality. So, with the help of these technologies, everything bases computer graphics only. So, with multimedia and computer graphics only. And one more important subject is computer networks. So, with the help of that, once we know that the computer networks in strong, you may study about the Internet of Things, as well as nowadays the very hot topic is blockchain. The blockchain is a unique way of securely recording and transferring the information in the applications like Bitcoin. So, very famous technology, everyone we are using in that, but everyone's going into went into loss currently. They gained earlier they gained very much, but currently very suffered with the Bitcoin crash. Apart from that, blockchain technology is not only in a financial Bitcoin transformation. Apart from that, medical data also. So we are suffered. We went to somewhere else in the different countries, but we suffered for any one of the disease means whatever records, previous record about our medical history, everything will be keep track with the use of blockchain. According to that our medical history, the current wherever we sit in different places or different country, the medical people can useful for using that history. They useful for giving the medicines treatment for current situation, even though we have an unconscious state. So apart from that, FinTech is one very famous application which is using the PayPal, what we are using in online transactions and all, we are using cryptocurrency, that and all. FinTech is FIN tech, that is financial technology is used in the use of blockchain technology. See, everything is possible with the help of what? Internet technology, very fast internet technology that is based on the computer networks. Then currently we are using 3G, 4G only we are using, everyone. It's apart from this 4G speed is not enough for processing that is big data, because streaming of data, we are generating moment by moment a very speed velocity, So with the help of 5G only we can process that one. 5G is a very greater capacity than current one, and the average network speed is 100 Mbps to 20 Gbps. So very fast one with the help of 5G technology only. Currently we are our country in Airways, they are going to implement this one in US and Japan and all. They have implemented in 5G technology in airport and all aerospace technologies. In 5G will emerge for all the applications. It will give quick informations and quick processing with the help of quantum technology. Quantum computing is a very fastest technology, very fastest processor they have used, processing billions of instructions per moment, per macrosecond and microseconds it will be processed. Nowadays, Google is very much keen. This technology is concentrating for implementing all the area applications, quantum techniques, quantum computing techniques only they have used. Okay, so these and apart from that, one important application is aerospace technology. This is very toppest one. Here the aerospace technology, which is the three fields are combined together for our easy flying. Whatever that is science, engineering as well as business. All the three fields are combined together. That gives a very cheapest and fastest flight to from one place to another place, which consists of aeronautics as well as astronautics. That is, what is the difference between these two is that is aeronautics to fly through with the earth atmosphere. The astronautics means how to fly in a surrounding environment, surrounding spaces. So how it will be executed, this technology is that aeronautics and astronautics means with the help of zero fuel. Because zero fuel means, so automatically the cost of ticket is also very much less. Everyone can fly, isn't it? That is in Surat Airport, they have insisted this technology. The same thing they have implemented in the possibility can arises through a zero fuel. The zero fuel aircraft, how can they develop with the help of solar impulses? Okay, the fuel is, the resources is solar impulses. So even though solar impulses means the weight should also reduce in that, isn't it? Because the aerospace instruments and also should have a less weight. So for that, how you can make that one? That parts of the flight is made with the help of photovoltaic panel. It is a very less weight. So with the help of the structural health monitoring means it is our management which capable to manufacturing the flight with the help of smart automation as well as in a blockchain. So there is a communication between one place to another place. If we need one part of the spare parts of the flight means automatically it will be printed by 3D printers. So it will give the commands through a blockchain technology. Automatically it will be printed by 3D. That will be scanned and automated and structured and implemented and assembled through the structural health monitoring systems. This way, the aerospace technology is emerging. These all technologies, the data will be transferred with the help of zeros and ones only. So the data and how the informations are stored in the data, instead of stored in the data warehouses, the hidden informations, how you can identify the patterns, from where how it will be processed, and what algorithms, what what technology you apply, according to that algorithms you apply on the process, that will be emerge as an output, as a CNN, RNN. There are so many artificial neural network, deep learning algorithms are there. So whatever the thing is apt for which application, that must be chosen by our experts. That will be useful for the applications. So this type of information, these emerging technologies all are from the base only. Even though, so these technologies are, we couldn't able to teach it in classrooms. They as an academic 3 years of 6 semesters in UG and 4 semesters in PG. So everyone have to improve ourselves. That is the fitness of our survival. Otherwise, we couldn't able to survive with this technology, and we couldn't able to, not even students and teachers also. We should improve ourselves with the new technology. Then only we can survive with that. So for that, just we have what we need to do is base only we can give as a in a curriculum, from where like this type of international conferences, workshops and in state level competitions, so motivating the students to do the projects. So this way only we can share the informations and share the knowledges to the from the experts and given to the students as well as faculties of for their research and all. So, and one more thing as this in our curriculum itself, in every semester should have a project for individual subject we are giving, which they may have they will get a research motivation more in their subject, and they may study depth in their base subject. So that will be also very helpful for them to give projects for individual subject for each semester as an internal marks. That may be helpful for the students to go with the help of research and for their career improvement also. So they may strong in their interviews, facing the interview, and in wherever they will go for the industries and they will be very helpful to them. So I hope this international conference will be useful for students as well as faculties of this Chevalier, Thomas Elizabeth colleges, and from various universities and from various colleges, those who are attended this conference. Thank you for giving me the opportunity for sharing my knowledge to this international conference. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you once again.
Thank you, ma'am, for your guiding and motivating information on data mining and its future prospects. Thank you, ma'am. May I now request Mrs. V. Suganti, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, to deliver the vote of thanks for the inaugural session.
Good morning to one and all present here. I deem it a great honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this memorable occasion. Let me first of all start by giving thanks to the Almighty God for making today's occasion a resounding success. First and foremost, I thank our Chairman, Honorable Justice Thiru N. Paul Vasantakumar, who has always been a pillar of support for all our events. I also express my heartfelt thanks to our correspondent Thiru L. Palamalai for his valuable contribution. I wish to thank our principal, Dr. S. Sridevi, who is a source of inspiration and motivation. I sincerely thank our Vice Principal, Dr. R. Meenakshi, who has always been a great support behind such events. I would like to thank Dr. S. Sasikala for his valuable presence for this special occasion. A special thanks to Dr. Gerald Inigo for his guidance. I take this opportunity to extend our most sincere thanks to Mrs. J. Mary Catherine, Head, Department of Computer Science, IQAC Coordinator, who always provides encouragement at every point of time in this great event. I am also very grateful, thanks to our faculty members, Dr. C. Lalita, Mrs. B. Nandini, and Mrs. V. Suganti for making this function a good success. I thank our CTTE Media technical team for providing valuable support for this event. I thank all the student coordinators who worked to make this event a grand success. Last but not the least, I thank all the participants for gracing this occasion. Finally, I conclude my speech by these quotes. The roots of all goodness lie in the soil of appreciation. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, ma'am.